welcome back to another video. It is Thursday evening, it's 6:15. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit tired today. Just got primary bench to do, and then I'm gonna go to the commercial gym and do my accessories. I am 2 weeks out from bench worlds as of today, and body weight. So I basically went straight into a deficit post All England's, which All England's was literally Sunday. Can't get my words out. So yeah, I competed at All England's on Sunday. My nutrition coach basically was like, right, 2,000 calories, see how you get on, 2,200 on longer training days. But so far this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, stuck to the 2,000. I woke up this morning at 84.9. 84.9, which I'm really happy about, but I'm also really annoyed because that is lighter than I would have been on comp morning had I not spat 300 grams out the night before. On comp morning on Sunday, after a 3-day gut cut, I woke up at 84.8 and I spat out 300 grams the night before. So body weight is doing what we need it to, but also like, why couldn't it have done this before? But literally we've dropped my calories by 200. I was on 2,200 the last 2 weeks going into All England's. So I'm now on 2,000. I've actually gone closer to 2,500 by the time I finish eating today. But is what it is, not actually stressed about it because 84.9 is very light. Made sure to keep my steps up all week as well. I think yesterday I actually went a little bit lower at like 9,000, but the other days this week have been 12,000. So yeah, I'm very happy about body weight. Very, very happy. And actually the 2,000 calories feels pretty sustainable. The goal is to sit in the class. So if my weight falls off really, really quickly, then that's amazing because it just means we can get back to maintenance a little bit sooner. Plan for today in terms of training, so it's my primary bench day because we've lined my primary bench up with the day I'll be competing at Bench Worlds, which is a Thursday. So today I've got a top single at an RPE of 7 to 7.5. I then got a triple at an RPE of 7 and then 3x4 at a set load of 95. And then I'm off to the gym to do accessories, just upper body accessories after. I will say, I think part of the reason my body weight has dropped off will just be because I'm not really training intensely / doing a lot this week. Like I'm literally just benching. But having said that, last week, my last session was literally what I did on Tuesday. So I don't think that's necessarily actually having a massive impact. But not squatting and deadlifting this week will be kind of basically reducing the overall retention in my body, making me a little bit lighter. Also, I feel like I've still not fully got my voice back from the weekend, which is really annoying. And I will be honest, I'm definitely still feeling I feel mostly good, but I'm definitely still feeling pretty tired, like a little bit brain foggy and like not really got a lot of motivation to do much. But I'm not really overthinking it. Like it's a very easy week of training for me anyway, so there is no pressure on it. Even in terms of my bench singles, I'm probably going to go lower end of what I would usually load on this day. Just as I do think going into All England's, we pushed my bench, it's not my coach's fault, it's mine. I pushed my bench a little bit harder than I probably should have, hoping that things would just continue really well. And I think I like burnt out a little bit and was just too fatigued going into the competition. So actually I'm going to kind of go with the opposite method this time and just pull back a little bit. And basically just not push things quite as hard and see how I then feel on comp day. Because with bench worlds, as much as I'd love to, on an absolutely perfect day, so the person ranked 5th has the best bench of 75, but I believe she's also recently moved up from the 76ers with that bench. So chances are her bench has gone up and I'm way out of reach of that. But like on my perfect day, I am capable of benching 125. Like I fully believe that. So it would have been nice to be in a position to take a punt for that top 5 spot, but I just don't think that's actually going to happen like in any world. So it is what it is. Like I'm not really worried about it. It is literally just a participation medal I'm going for, which also I hate saying that because that's not me, but is what it is. Like that's where we're at type thing. So I'm literally just going to go probably open reasonably light, not take big jumps and basically just try and go 3 for 3. Because my last 2 comps have gone 1 for 3 and that is not good enough. Like bench is the one that I'm usually really consistent with. So basically I just want to go in and have a consistent comp with bench and not really stress about hitting PBs or anything, like literally just go in and kind of have fun. And I would also like to make weight without having to do any kind of manipulation at all. Like that would be perfect circumstances. So we'll see. But if body weight continues as it has been and doesn't shoot up next week when I start squatting and deadlifting again, then we're on for a winner. And squats and deadlifts next week are also super light. So I should be all good. Hamstring issues, feeling okay. I am not doing any rehab stuff today. I didn't do any when I was in here the other day either. Just going to kind of keep letting it rest for now. And then probably from next week, I'll fully commit back to all that rehab stuff as well. Just because it does seem to be responding pretty well to actually just resting. Like I'm still doing a lot of walking, so it's not fully resting. But overall it feels decent. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just keeping everything crossed that when I get back to squatting and deadlifting, it does just gradually kind of disappear and I don't have the issue anymore, but we will obviously just kind of wait and see. There is still the option to get more physio, of course, so that is in the back of my mind, but we will just kind of see. I don't think there's anything else to really say. Just pretty tired and don't really want to do this, but it will be fine. Yeah, I don't know what. I think I've just got like that post-comp like tiredness going through me still. And I think normally I go straight back to training and like I'm really hungry to prove that I'm better than what I put up on the platform, which I have that kind of in me this time, but I'm also aware that this is a pretty easy week of training for me. Like I'm literally doing 3 bench days and that's it. So I think mentally I'm like, oh, well, it's an easy week. I don't need to like get in the right headspace to do it. But I would still like to hit something nice today. So we will see. Anyway, gonna stop talking and get bench done.
We've said our goodbyes, but we won't go home just yet. You've got your head down, just like when we first met. I can't believe it's ending. Why did we fuck it up? So stupid and upsetting. How can I give you up? We've said our goodbyes, but we won't go home just yet. Let's stay here in this moment, pretend that we're not broken, and kiss me like you used to do before it all went down. Cause when the moon is falling, our love will turn to nothing. So kiss me like you used to do before it all went down. Give me this one night.
Okay, so I'm not going to pretend that didn't all feel absolutely awful. I'm really overthinking my bench at the moment, like really overthinking it. I think because when I was doing heavy Larsen press, I found my Larsen press is strongest, and I've always found this when I flare more. But when I then go to comp bench, if I flare too much, it just doesn't feel as strong. And I think I've got in the habit with the heavy Larsen because that went so well before comp of flaring too much. And then when the weight gets heavier and I'm trying to use leg drive, like it just all feels off. And then like I'm in this headspace of like, do I just set up what feels natural, which is a little bit not touched like at all, it's still flared, but like slightly kind of, well, just not as flared, I suppose, less internal rotation, like, and then, yeah, then I flare too much. And then I just end up not flaring at all. And basically, I'm just struggling to find where is actually right for me. I think taking Larsen press out this block is actually going to be good for me because as much as I really enjoy doing it, it helped me kind of realize how strong I am. It isn't overly productive. It's good for like teaching me the chest position and stuff and like resetting my overall positioning, but it's not good for me in terms of like my actual comp bench positioning, I guess. Like, I don't know. Basically, that all felt awful. I did 107.5 as my last warm-up, and I don't know what happened on it. My butt came up. It was really easy, but it was just all over the place. Like the descent was all over the place, the press was all over the place, like everything was just awful. I was like, yeah, you can't do 112 today. Like I could have done it, but if your next lift is the same, like if you execute it in the same way, it's going to be an overshoot was basically my thinking. So I did 110 and 110 actually felt decent. Like it still didn't feel crisp. Like it was easy. It was probably an RP7 at most, but it just felt awkward. And to be honest, every set felt awkward, but it's fine. I know that fatigue is obviously high at the moment as well. I failed 2 bench attempts on Sunday. Like my body is fatigued, so it's fine. It is what it is. I'm just going to keep going. And remember that there's no pressure on bench well. As long as, I mean, even if I bomb, I've got the singlet now. Like, I've done. The goal was to get the singlet. I've got the singlet. So here's what it is. But obviously, I would like to have a good day. I'm not going to even pander to the idea of hitting a PB. Like, that is not the goal for bench wells. The goal is literally just to go and participate, which again, I don't like saying that. But it's completely true. And then I think I'm pretty certain I'm going to turn down my invite to Bench Euros in August. I just don't really kind of see the point. Like, as much as it's an opportunity that I should probably take and be grateful for, like, it's just not my goal, you know? Like, my goal is full power. My goal is not bench onlys. And, you know, I'll have done worlds. If I go and I really thought, like, just genuinely enjoy the whole experience, then I'll do Euros. But I'm leaning towards not doing it. I would rather just literally bury my head and just train really hard for the next 6-7 months until British, and just focus on all 3 and just getting everything where it needs to be. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm good at changing my mind, so you never know. But gonna wrap the video up here. Thank you very much if you've made it to the end. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you've not already. And I'll see you in a few days for the next one, where hopefully I feel a bit more human.
Only